Alright, y'all, let's respect the mic. We got some young poets that are going to come to the stage, and we want to make sure we show respect. But before they come, I am a graduate of the class of 2006. Y'all not out here? Okay. Alright. Somebody asked me, if I looked back over my life, would I be able to identify the time that I learned how to shine? Could I pinpoint the experiences that made me grow, where I strengthened my no and cultivated ways to say yes? Where I created my definition of success and I said yes. Took them on a journey with me to see my university. From the steps of the rotunda built by the slaves to Capitol Hall, where I was challenged to change on Thursday nights in Minor Hall, where black voices rang. I schooled them on OAAA, how the leadership of Dean Turner and D. Terry shaped me into who I am today. How they showed me the way, yet afforded me the opportunities to create my own lane, my UVA. Not a place to play small, teensy not in our vocabulary. We were built to fly, set up to be legendary, to make our own decisions and creatively flex our own visions. We grew up here, developing lifelong bonds at Black Eating Time, in between acquiring the blueprint on how to grind. I mean, really. Where else did you learn how to multitask? Get 1 hour of sleep and still make it to class, hold down 2 jobs, take 5 exams and still manage to pass. A place that offered diversity to another degree, helping us weave a cultural tapestry that would aid us in future situations to be seen. You see, when it comes to the university, it wasn't just about the classes or the shows, the student-run organizations, but it was a laboratory for us to grow. Sitting in Treehouse, then bouncing over to O Hill, walking the lawn and enjoying a moment to be still, or on graduation day, proud to know we did it our way. It was the quality conversations, the problems and how we faced them. It was the support from our peer advisors and the laughter that never expired, the tears that lasted for only a little while despite any struggle and any strife, the determination, resilience, and commitment to sacrifice. But most of all, it was the love. Somebody asked me, if I look back over my life, would I be able to identify the time that I learned how to shine? Could I pinpoint the experiences that made me grow, where I strengthened my no and cultivated ways to say yes, where I created my definition of success? And I say yes, hoping you can see that it was at our university that we started the process of becoming our university. Thank you. Alright, so we're all here for a good reason, and we know that we've had a lot of things going on. Justice for our brother Martise, plenty of things going on in the community globally and in our nation, and it's on us to be invested in the process of creating change, and we all have that ability. So this next piece, they're gonna talk about a change that will come.
I got it. Yeah, we're gonna do it first. Come on. Respect.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My name's John, class of 2014. This is on short notice, but I'm gonna sing a little bit for y'all before these brothers get it, you know. All right. Hope y'all enjoying this rendition of Sam Cooke, Change Gon Come.
You better sing.
I was born by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will. It's been too hard living but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there beyond the skies. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change's gonna come. Whoa, yes it will.
Before I came, I had an identity. I stood tall, barreling over the animals in the trees as God intended me. As fate may have it, the world betrayed me. They took my body across seas where they would blind, bury, and break me.
Must I be denigrated by man's hatred of my melanin traces? My blackness contrasted against strange lands, contested by stranger faces. I am too tall, too strong to be belittled by a middle passage. Try to separate me from my clan, rename my flesh, brand my hand, try to reborn me, deform me a soulless man. Try to reform me with stolen scrolls of a farmer. Master hated me for my agency, my rereading the scriptures. Funny the bastard call me backwards.
Backwards is what it is. Serve and protect has become a code for death by them boys in blue. Blue is the sky where horror soars and Osiris streams to from the underworld, because we have transcended life and death. We the people who have looked into the abyss, reached its center, and filled it back up, only for it to be emptied and filled again, emptied and filled again, and then emptied again.
Son of a people who could only father man, aging past to a people when I alone can't be standing, and the world seems like a dream deferred, thinking back to the way they wanted our genes obscured. Without reference to the wishes of another, I chose to be bold and beautiful. I follow neither the wind nor the trend nor even my own feet, because I choose from here. I choose from my brain, and I choose for this. Without reference to the wishes of any other, I chose to be me.
A self-determined mind by a grandmother's hand. I raise no right hand, cover no heart with no open palm. I recite no war song, shout no war song. We turn our backs, teach our young to do the same. I reach for my gun, my tongue to reclaim my name. Most deaf, my people, black people, my people. The struggle run bloody in my veins. My people, gun your tongue, stand, take aim. Burn, Babylon, burn. I never left from whence I came. My son stand, determined by grandmother's Moses' flame.
Because there was a point where I had the ability to stand. Somehow they removed my vertebrae. I walk as a broken man. After the wars across the land and the hunting for my kin, I was snatched from off of the throne I built. I stand wilt as my master whips me because I spoke louder than I welt.
I answer to no name but my own. I don't respond to categories, and I refuse to be tied and bound and put into their boxes. I relish in my choice to be exclusively me. My name cannot be pronounced by no man. I hid my strength deep within America's veins. After I broke free from Canada, I would call my name.
To return again and reclaim the people that were to be blind. And we will bring to broken, to carry, to bury, to understand. I came to build the path that would bring them the identity of man.
Yes, I'm self-determined because I'm determined to be myself. Let's act in my play like there's no losing side. Lines of poetry blocking the path through the trees of life, and I'm looking for the right seed, and he better be like me, having the ability to do all set before me. Once we were told we lost our right to speak, but we never stopped talking, we never stopped pushing, from Washington and Du Bois and Truth to King and X and Bernice Johnson, Reagan. Once we were told we lost our right to speak, but they just lost their ability to listen.
So like African-American tradition, I recreated my position. I changed my melodic tune so that the deaf could finally listen. I changed my language so that even Webster couldn't even find my true definition. I changed my name so that the African and the slave could come back in unification. After I built the many buildings that created this nation, I created the many businesses, schools, and churches that will release my children from America's libations.
My people often wish for better days, wish and wail well too often for some wetter waves. Proceed with caution, all too often ducking caution tape. Officers gon' office off and then incarcerate. In cars they race, incurring damages for morrow. Things don't mitigate and brings a prevalent painful sorrow. Bring her child back, too bad her child black. Oh no, that nigga threatening to shot to the child's back. It's over. They'll always make themselves win, even when they're dead wrong. Struggle is where our history begins, but liberation's where our story will end. With one foot forward, facing away from where I came, with one fist high, self-determination, me and my people is what I proclaim, hoping you do the same.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes it will.
And he closed.